Namaskar. Welcome to Divine Yoga by Geeta. I'm Geeta, and today I would like to introduce you to our new program, Book Reading Club, where we will gain knowledge from inspiration book. In this book club, you can read the book on your own time and on your own. You are welcome in Zoom meeting, so you can get the deep knowledge from our first book is The Magic from Rhonda Byrne. Who is reading from who is reading from Magic? Okay, so wave your hands. Everybody ready? Good. In life, it is not how much we have, but how much we enjoy. That makes happiness. Happiness is very important in our life. Life without happiness is like a morning without tea, right? So the reason I started this book club because when I practiced this book, I felt deep peacefulness, happiness. So that is why from my bottom of the heart, would like to share this knowledge, this one. Okay, so let's get ready for the magic.
It's magic, it's magic. I got the vibe that you need. It's magic, it's magic. I got the vibe that you need. चाहे कुछ भी पक्का नहीं कुछ भी होता है जो कुछ भी सब खेल है It's magic, it's magic. It's magic, it's magic.
All right.
So everybody energetic? Magic music सुन के? Okay. So अभी next introduce करेंगे Tina about the magic book. Tina.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Geeta Ben. Only because of you, your platform of yoga, we are here today together. So my heartfelt gratitude to you. Without you, we cannot have this magical journey together, right? So guys, magic. This magic book here can change your life drastically, right? I was a very different person 2 years ago. And, a very good friend of mine suggested me this book. And, that day changed my life, right? So I have been practicing gratitude for last 2 years. And every area of my life has changed. And I'm sure Geeta Ben and Dhruvi can say the same because we regularly practice gratitude, right? So this 28 days, we will meet every Monday and Thursday. So when we meet, we will read 2 to 3 chapters together. We will share our experiences with you all. And, we will also get to know your experiences once you start practicing, right? So key to success in this workshop is not just listening, right? So if you are here just to listen to me and Geeta Ben and, you think, oh, listening is good, I'm going to learn everything, then it's not going to happen, right? Because this is a workshop. So the great author, Rhonda Byrne, has designed this book so you can practice each chapter day at like one day, right? And for 28 days, you can transform your life, right? And I guarantee you that, by 28 days, if you practice, and remember when we were little kids, right? Sometimes we tell our kids, do your homework. So this is your commitment to yourself that if I do this correctly for 28 days, you're going to change your life, right? So do it for yourself. It's not for anyone else. It is only this time investment in yourself for your benefit, right? So today is our day 1, and we will be reading 3 chapters today, and we will also share our experiences with you. And so from tomorrow is day 0. There is little exercise we will explain, and then read from February 1st. You should read first chapter, do the mini exercise for day 1, February 2nd, February 3. So you do 1 chapter a day. You do not have to do 3 chapters in one day, right? So let's begin our magical journey together, right? So I will be reading the introduction. So if you have the book, you can read with me, or you can just hear me, right?
Keep aside. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. So let's begin our journey. Do you believe in magic, right? Those who don't believe in magic will never find it, right? So the author is trying to say here that if you do not believe in magic, you will never find it, right? So today, when you start doing these practices, just put that thought in it, that why this has come to me. There's a reason, right? So believe in that this has come to me, and it is for a reason, right? Remember when you were a child and you looked at life in total wonder and awe, right? Life was magical and exciting, and the smallest things were utterly thrilling to you. You were fascinated by frost on the grass, a butterfly fluttering through the air, or any strange leaf or rock on the ground, right? So author is trying to take us back to our childhood. That when we were a child, go back and think, if someone gives us a small candy, how happy we would be, right? If someone says like good things about us, like you're wearing something new and they say, wow, you look like a princess, and you do believe that you look like a princess, right? So this is what author is trying to explain it to us, that go back in childhood, right? And bring that feeling that wow, right? You were full of excitement when you lost the tooth, right? And you really believed that the tooth fairy would come and bring that magic money for you, right? Even every Christmas, you do wait for that gift, right? But you never know how many houses Santa Claus is going to go, right? So you don't think about that. You just patiently wait for your gift, right? Reindeer could fly. There were fairies in the garden. Pets were like people. Toys has personalities. Dream come true. And you could touch the stars. Your heart was full of joy. Your imagination knew no limits. And you believed that life was magical, right? And how true is it? I'm sure many of us remember that. That, we blindly believed in someone told us that, um, sometimes we believe, we even small toy we would have, and that's our like the favorite toy, we give it a name, right? Like any name, and we believe in it, we love it so much that we cannot sleep without it, right? So this is what it is. Go back to your childhood. There is, and here author is trying to say, I'm here to tell you that the magic once you believed is true. And it's the disillusioned adult perspective of life that is false. So what is author trying to tell us here? That all that we believed in when we were child is all true, right? And when we grow up, this society's the structure that puts us that, oh no, certain things are a certain way, and we lose that magic from our life, right? You may not see the reindeer fly, but you will see the things you have always wanted appear before your eyes, and you will see things you have dreamt of for so long suddenly happening. You will never know exactly how everything waved together for your dreams to come true, because magic works in invisible realm, and that's the most thrilling part, right? So what is author trying to say here? That you might not see reindeer fly, right? So we are going to do 28 days of magic practice, right? And you might not see, like, you might think how it will happen, but what author is trying to say, that magic happens in invisible world. You don't know how it's going to happen, but if you believe in it, it will magically appear in front of your eyes. And a great example I will share with you, that when I did my first magic, I wrote one wish, that I want to spread happiness amongst my friend family, and here I am sitting in front of you, living that dream, right? So how it happened within 2 years, I do not know. Like, I never spoke with Gita Ben. I didn't know, like, I didn't think, will I be taking any classes or what, right? But it happened. So this is what it is, author trying to say, that you do not need to think how it will happen. You just have to believe in it, that it will happen. And are you ready to experience the magic again? Are you ready to be filled with awe and wonder everyday life when you were a child? Get ready for the magic. Our adventure begins 2000 years ago, when life-changing knowledge was hidden within the sacred text, right? So author is trying to give us some important information about how gratitude came to light, right? It's not like people didn't know how to feel gratitude, right? Gratitude means thank you, right? So a great mystery revealed. The following passage comes from the Gospel of Matthew in Holy Scriptures, and it has mystified, confused, and been misunderstood by many people over centuries, right? Whoever has will be given more, and he will have an abundance. Whoever does not have, even what he has will be taken from him. So here is a very important part, and this is the most important quote of this book, right? So what is mystery here? And many people misunderstands this, right? That how is it fair? So what is this quote trying to say? That whoever has more means the person who already has will be given more, and the person who does not have, like, more will be taken away from them. How is it fair, right? So many people misunderstands this, but if you practice this, this great secret will be revealed to you, right? So you have to admit that when you read the passage, it appears unjust. It seems to be saying that rich will get richer and poor will get poorer. But there is a riddle to be solved in this passage, a mystery to uncover. And when you know it, a new world will have opened for you. The answer to the mystery that is eluded to many of centuries is in one hidden word: gratitude. Means thank you, right? Whoever has gratitude will be given more, and he or she will have an abundance. Whoever does not have gratitude, even what he or she she has will be taken from him or her, right? So rich gets more richer and poor gets more poor. So if you look around, you know, look around, right? Like, look around your friend circles, or you see, like, many richest people keep getting richer. Like, they keep building profits, they buy more companies, right? And why do they do that? Like, and I will share this example, that if you guys ever listen to, India's richest people, like, Ambani family or any other, if you ever listen to their speeches, you will hear gratitude so many times. You will hear thank you so many times, right? Like Ratan Tata, like, so many great leaders. So people who has more are given more. And, if you don't have it, it will be taken away from you, right? So this is a very interesting chapter. And by the revelation of the hidden word, a cryptic text is made crystal clear. 2,000 years have passed since those words were recorded, but they are as true today as they were then, right? If you don't take the time to be grateful, you will never have more. And what you have, you will lose. And the promise of the magic that will happen with gratitude is in those words. If you are grateful, you will be given more and you will have an abundance, right? So here author is talking about, different cultures, like um, uh, it's a universal law. So it's not only one religion. There are multiple religions talking about gratitude, right? So there is, gratitude operates through a universal law, right? That governs your whole life, right? According to the law of attraction, which governs all the energy is in our universe, from the formation of atom to the moment of planets. Like attracts like, right? It's because the law of attraction that the cell of every living creature are held together, as well as the substance of every material object. In your life, the law operates on your thoughts and feeling, right? Because they are energy too. So whatever you think, whatever you feel, you attract, right? So from today, our thoughts, our feelings, our emotions, just pay a little attention on it. That what do you want to attract, right? Um, so here author is now going to talk about the areas. So if you think, I don't like my job, I don't have enough money, I can't find perfect partner, I can't pay my bills, I think I'm coming down with something, he or she doesn't appreciate me, I don't get along with my parents, my child is problem, my life is mess, my marriage is trouble, then you attract more of those experiences, right? And yes, I do it too, right? Sometimes we all go through that emotions where we sit and think, "Oh, what is not right, like, why my kids are not listening to me, my husband is always doing something that I don't like, right? So when we have those thoughts, we are actually attracting it more. But if you think about what you're grateful for, like, I love my job, my family is supportive, I have the best vacation, I feel amazing today, I got the biggest tax refund ever, I had a great weekend camping with my son, and you sincerely feel the gratitude, the law of attraction says you must attract more of those things in your life. It works in the same way metal being drawn to a magnet. Your gratitude is a magnetic, and more gratitude you have, the more abundance you magnetize. It's a universal law, right? So what you feel or what you're thinking, if you are feeling gratitude, if you're feeling happiness, you attract more of those, right? And the right now I can only give an example. How many of us have received that government check, right? So isn't that a magical check we all got government, isn't it? So when you feel happiness for it, feel gratitude, right? That you're so lucky. Out of all those people living in other countries, you live in Canada and you got that check. So feel happiness, feel gratitude, right? So the golden thread of gratitude, dating back thousands and thousands of years to the earliest recording of humankind, the power of gratitude was preached and practiced, and from there was passed through centuries, sweeping across the continent, fermenting the civilization and culture to the next. The major religion of Christianity, Islam, Judaism, Buddhism, Sikhism, Hinduism, all all have gratitude at their core. So I'm sure in this group we have different like communities, different people who believes differently. If you look at your any religious text, right? Look at Bhagavad Gita. There Krishna Bhagwan is talking about Kritagyata. What is Kritagyata? Gratitude, right? If you look at the Bible, if you look at any Buddhism text, they are full of gratitude. So it's just that we have, we have heard the word, but we have not learned the reason behind why they are saying it. And this, in this book, Rhonda Byrne has done an amazing job teaching us how to practice gratitude, right? So here Muhammad said that gratitude for the abundance you received is the best insurance that abundance will continue. Buddha said that you have no cause for anything but gratitude and joy. Lao Tse said that if you rejoice the way things are, the whole world will belong to you. Krista said that whatever he's offered, he accepts with joy. King David spoke of giving thanks to the whole world for everything between heavens and earth. And Jesus said, thank you, before he performed each miracle, right? So all religion, all faiths are saying same thing. And we're so lucky to be here and, to learn and know this great knowledge. From Australian Aboriginal to African Maasai and Zulu, from American Navajo, Savani, and Cherokee to Tahiti's Eskimo and Maori, practices of gratitude is the very root of most indigenous traditions, right? And you might have seen, many of us practice. Sometimes we don't. But if you look at your grandparents, if you look at some of your traditions, yes, we are doing it, but why we are doing it, the reason behind this is gratitude. Doing Surya Namaskara, right? Like sun prayer, like full moon, you pray to moon, like we just had the Lunar New Year, right? So like praying to those, saying those, gratitude practice is a key, right? So now here we are going to now talk about the the famous scientist Albert Einstein. So Albert Einstein's scientific discoveries have changed the way we see the universe. And when asked about his monumental achievements, he spoke only giving thanks to others. One of the most brilliant minds of all time thanked other people over 100 times a day for the work they had done, right? So we all know Einstein, like a great scientist, and his achievements and discoveries have changed all our world, right? So somehow we all use that in our daily life. And when he was asked, the only thing he said, I am thankful to all the people who helped him, right? So he used to say thank you 100 times a day. What a great humankind, right? So my discovery, my story. So now author will tell us about herself, right? My discovery. My story is a perfect example of what life is like when a person is ignorant of gratitude. So author is saying that when person does not practice gratitude, what the life is, right? What happens when you make gratitude a part of life? If I had been asked 6 years ago if I was grateful person, I would have answered, yes, sure, I am grateful person. I say thank you when I receive a gift, when someone opens the door for me, or when person does something for me. The truth, if I was not grateful person at all, I didn't know being grateful, what being grateful really meant. And just saying the word thank you on the odd occasion certainly didn't make me grateful person, right? And we can all relate to it. Like even me, 2 years ago, when we write email, we say thank you to so many people, like 100 times a day. When somebody does something nice, we say thank you. But does it have a meaning to it, right? Does it have emotion? No, right? So author is saying my life without gratitude was pretty challenging. I was in debt. And it was increasing little by little every month. I worked really hard, but my finances were never improved. In trying to keep up with the mounting debt and obligations, I was living with a continuous undercurrent of stress. My relationship swung like pendulum of fair and disastrous because I never seemed to have enough time for each person, right? While I was what would be termed healthy. If I felt exhausted at the end of the day, I always got my fair share of cold and latest illness going around each season. I had moments of happiness when I went out with friends or when I went on a vacation. But then the reality of having to work harder to pay for those pleasures would sweep me over. I wasn't living, I was just surviving from day to day and from paycheck to paycheck. And I would no sooner solve one life problem than the other would appear. But then something happened that changed everything in my life and day forward. I discovered a secret about life. And the result of my discovery, one of the things I had begun to do was practice gratitude each day. As a result of this, everything in my life changed, and I practiced gratitude, the more miraculous the results were. My life truly became magical. For the first time in my life, I became debt free, and shortly after that, I had all the money I need to do whatever I wanted. Problems in my life, relationship, work, health disappeared, and instead of facing daily obstacles, my days became filled with good things after another. My health, energy increased dramatically, and I felt better than I had in my 20s. My relationship became much more meaningful, and I enjoyed more good times with my family and friends in just a few months than I had in all the previous years. More than anything else, I felt happier, right? So this is what Geeta Ben just mentioned in the beginning. Why she wants to share this knowledge with all of you? Why she wants to, do this magic journey? Because she felt very happy, fulfilled, and satisfied, and that is what Geeta Ben is trying to share. And that is what Rhonda Byrne has done for all of us. She has not just kept that treasure to herself, but she made available to all of us, right? And we're really grateful for that. So now the author is saying, bring magic into your life, right? So now let's figure out, like, how can you bring magic into, we can bring into our life. So no matter who you are, no matter where you are, no matter what your current circumstances are, the magic of gratitude will change your entire life, right? And throughout those 2 years of practices, I have done magic with many of my friends, many of my family members who were in stressful situations, who were in, like painful journey of their life, and they were able to come out. So from reading this book and personal experiences, I can say, whatever your situation is right now, if you're going through anything, trust that this book will change your life. All right. I have received letter from thousands of people in the world, worst imaginable situation, who have changed their life completely by practicing gratitude. I have seen miracles take place in health where it seems to be no hope. I have seen marriages saved, broken relationships transform into magnificent relationship. I've seen those in total poverty become prosperous. And I have seen people in depression catapult into joyful and fulfilling lives, right? Um, as you practice gratitude, you will understand why particular things in your life may have gone wrong and why certain things might be missing from your life. As you make gratitude a way of life, you will wake up each morning so excited to be alive. You will find yourself completely in love with life. Everything will seem everything will seem effortless, and you will have the light of feather and happier than you've ever felt before. While challenges may come, you will know how to overcome them and learn from them. Every day, every day will be magical. Every day will be filled with far more magic than when you were a child, right? So when you practice magic, when you practice gratitude, challenges will come, right? So and you know, the one thing that you have, if you practice magic and you learn gratitude, that whatever challenge comes, right, you will have that way to pass through that challenge, right? You will always have gratitude as your best friend to come out of any situation. Is your life magical? You can tell right now how much you have actually used gratitude in your life. Just take a look at all major areas in your life, right? So look at the major areas of your life. What are some of it? Money, health, happiness, career, home, relationship. The areas of your life that are abundant and wonderful are where you have used gratitude and are experiencing the magic as a result. Any areas that are not abundant and wonderful are due to lack of gratitude. And if you look at your life, like have that, look at your life right now. Yes, you might be having a wonderful career right now. And why is that? Because you have put your energy into that, right? Like you studied hard for it. You're so grateful. Like if you think about an area where you're not feeling that satisfied, that means you're being ungrateful in that area. There is something that you're complaining about. And while you practice gratitude, you will know exactly where you can make the change and the difference, right? So the magic formula. So what is the magic formula? That knowledge is a treasure, but the practice to it is a key, right? So what is this quote saying? And it's a very, very powerful quote that all of us, me, even me, I love listening to intellectual things. Like I love listening to like great leaders, spiritual people, right? But when they are giving the messages, am I practicing them? Right? Like we're all, knowledge is a treasure. Like we can be so smart, but if we don't practice, that knowledge is just there in the air. Like it's not never going to change your life. So from today, we all going to remember this, that knowledge is treasure, but practice is the key to it. So we are all going to practice, right? So what are we going to do from today? So from today, all of us, we are deliberately going to think and say the magic word, thank you, right? So from today, when anybody does anything, whether you mean it or don't mean it, just learn to say thank you. Like, if you're driving and somebody gives you, a side, just say thank you, right? Like when you go grocery shopping, look at that cashier and say thank you, right? Like make an eye contact. So try to put that in your mind that from today I'm going to practice this word, thank you. The more you deliberately think and say the magic word thank you, the more grateful you feel. The more gratitude you deliberately think and feel, the more abundance you receive, right? So now here in this end of the chapter, this book, author is giving you some great tips that what are some of the areas that you can practice and write down the things that you want to improve in your life, right? So what are some of the areas? Right now you could be having a challenging in your health and body, career and work, money, relationship, personal desire, material things, and then just add things that you want in each category, right? So today or tomorrow, day 0, you have to write down that what do you want to improve in your life, right? So if you want great health, put a note that in health area, I want to, lose weight I want to start going to gym. I want to exercise. I want to start yoga class with Geeta Ben, right? So make your wish list, right, in your health. If you want to buy a house, then, just make a list of, my dream home, right? And what do you want in your dream home? Which area you want, right? So you don't have to think how it's going to happen. You just have to make your wish list, right? And now I'm gonna pass it over to my reading buddy, Dhruvi, who will start our day one. Thank you so much.
All right. Hello, everyone. And now this is where we're getting into the practice. Day one, count your blessings. When I started counting my blessings, my whole life turned around. So you've probably heard people say, count your blessings. And when you think about the things you're grateful for, that's exactly what you're doing. But what you may not have realized that counting your blessing is one of the most powerful practices you can ever do. And this will magically turn your whole life around. When you're grateful for the things you have, no matter how small they may be, you will see those things increase instantly. It's like magnet. If you're grateful for the money, then you have already, however little, you will see your money magically grow. If you're grateful for your relationship, even if it's not perfect, you will see it miraculously get even better. So if you're grateful for the job that you have, and even if it's not your dream job, things will begin to change so that you enjoy your job more and all kinds of opportunities for your work suddenly appear. So it's like putting on a new lens. And how do you practice this? First thing in the morning or as early as in the day as you can, count your blessing. How do you do that? You have your notebook, right? This notebook and a pen. You can write out your list by hand. That's the most preferable method. And in your journal, you make a simple list of 10 blessings in your life that you're grateful for. Remember that Einstein example? When Einstein gave thanks, he thought about why he was grateful, because we are logical beings. So we need to have that logic part of it and the emotional component part of it. So this is how it's done. When you think about the reason why you're grateful for a particular thing, person, situation, any topic, you will feel gratitude even more because now you have a reason for it. Remember that the magic of gratitude happens according to the degree of your feelings. So with each item on your list, you're going to write the reason why you're grateful for. So that's the logic component. And then later we add the emotional component. So let's get to the logic component first, which is, here's the format, how you write your sentences, which is, I am truly blessed to have what, because why. So I'm so happy and grateful for what, because why. Here's an example with my sample example. I'm truly grateful for my phone because it allows me to connect with others. Something like that. And then another example the author gives is, with all my heart, thank you for what, because why. So you must compose your sentences with the reasoning and the topic. So what happens next? After you write down your 10 gratitude sentences, you go back and read each line, either in your mind or either out loud, depending on where you are and how secretive you want to be, right? And when you read that one sentence, you're going to say that magic words. What are the magic words? Wave your wand. Thank you, thank you, thank you. and you feel gratitude for that blessing as much as you can. So this is the emotional component. So logic framework, and then the emotional component is you can put your hand on your heart, read your sentence. I'm truly grateful for my cell phone because it allows me to connect with others. And this way you can feel more gratitude and attract more magic in your life. To help you feel more gratitude, you can also be grateful to the universe, God, spirit, goodness, higher power, any concept that you're drawn to. So concept is this, that when you direct your gratitude towards something or someone, you will feel it even more. So, when you're saying it, thank you for my cell phone because it allows me to connect with others. You can also kind of imagine, thank you to all the universe that's allowing you to use your cell phone, right? So that's how you can connect it. Or you can even say, thank you for my cell phone because it allows me to connect with others. But you're giving that thanks to the universe, to the God, to whatever power you want to direct it, or even Apple. Okay, so you see, like, this practice of counting blessing is so simple, but it's so powerful to alter your life. And that the author says that she wants you to continue to add 10 more blessings to your list every day for the next 27 days. You might think it's going to be difficult to find 10 things you're grateful for every day, but the more you think about it, the more you will realize how much you have to be grateful for. So look closely at your life, what you have received so far, and continue to receive every day. So there is really so much to give thanks for. What are the topics you can think of? You could be grateful for your home, your family, friends, work, pets, food, sun, the spices in your food, the ability to taste your food. You could be grateful for the trees, fresh air, animals, oceans, even like blue whale. Like, you don't come across a blue whale every day in your life, but you can still be grateful because it's still part of an ecosystem and it's contributing to the planet's health. So you make the connection. Be your artist, be creative, find your gratitude. The point is to connect the logic with the emotional, and that's your key, and that's your magic wand. So the author gives us key subjects, which is listed on page 33. Health and body, work and success, money, relationships, passion, happiness, love, life, nature, planet, earth, air, water, and the sun, material goods and services, any subject of your choosing. So in these 28 days, we're going to go over the different topics in our lives. So, and these are the key topics. When you write your 10-day blessings, you can write your 10 blessings on the different topics. They don't have to be on that same topic for that day's activity. It could be anything that's what you're connecting to in that moment. All right, so sticking to the script, page 35, the author's homework for day 1, which is going to be February 1st, 2025. Count your blessings. First thing in the morning, make a list of 10 blessings in your life you are grateful for. Write why you're grateful for each blessing. Then go back and read your list, either in your mind or out loud. When you get to the end of each one, say the magic words, thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel the gratitude for that blessing as much as possibly you can. Then, what this concept is, repeat the first 3 steps of this magical practice every morning for the next 27 days. And the last is read tomorrow's magical practice today. So on Friday, in the day, you're going to read day 2's practice. But once you go through the sequence, it will be easier for you. Right now, we're just introducing you to the concept. And what's going to happen is you should feel significantly better and happier after each time you count your blessings. And how good you feel is your measure of how much gratitude you felt. The more gratitude you felt, the happier you will feel, and the faster your life will change. Some days you'll feel happy really quickly, and other days it may take a little bit longer, because remember, there's multiple factors of our day that affects our mood and that affects our ability to express ourselves. The reason we're writing is because we're able to channel all what we are storing inside onto the paper, getting it out in the universe, whether it's good or bad, but we have our gratitude filter pen that makes even the negative situation into a positive situation. And that's the whole point of this writing. And that's why we emphasize writing is very important, because when you write, so I'll show you my book. For example, this day, I usually start off with thank you, thank you, thank you. You could choose your way of wording it. When you write, you are able to see your thoughts out clearly. We are logical beings, so we like planning and reporting. We do all that in our lives. Making grocery lists, planning is such an important part of life. That's why when we write it down, we are able to see what exactly is going on, logically process it, and then attach the emotional component. And that's when we complete our magical power. So now I pass it on to Geeta for magical practice of day 2, the magic rock. Thank you.
Okay. So magical rock. Tina, can you show your, because mine one is very,
Yes, sure.
so this is the one. I'm talking about this one. Okay? Okay. So day 2, magic rock. In the beginning of the working with this practice, it takes continuous days in a row, make a gratitude in a habit. Anything that reminds you to be grateful is helping you to turn your life into gold with gratitude. And that's exactly what this magical practice about. So basically this for our regularity, for that is why we have to use this stone. And another thing, Lee Brower present the gratitude rock practice in the Secret film and book when he told us the story of the father of dying child who used gratitude rock to be grateful for his son's health. And his son made a miraculously recover. Since then, the gratitude rock has been proven to success with many people the world over who have used it for money, healing, and happiness. So we're gonna pursue the secret movie. So you have to watch. That's a 1.5 hour the movie. So you can see that's things also. Okay, you can find the magic rock from your garden if you have, or you can river back, creek, ocean, park. Otherwise, if you all have a neighbor, you can get it from your neighbor. Otherwise, if you don't have this kind of the bracelet, everyone have, right? But in the beginning, you can take bracelet, anything like we need stone, okay? But I think I saw in the Dollarama also they have some. Yes, yeah. Can you show? See, yeah.
Yeah.
This-
Anything that you can hold in your hand like this.
Okay. When you found your magic rod, put it by your beside in place where you will definitely see it when you go to bed. Clear some space if necessary so that you can easily see your magic rock when you go to bed. If you use your alarm clock, put next to your alarm clock. So basically, जब हम रात को जब सोने जाते हैं ना, तो ये जो करनी है एक्सरसाइज वो भूल जाएंगे, इसीलिए रॉक को हमारे साइड टेबल के बाजू में या अलार्म क्लॉक के बाजू में हम रख लेंगे, तो जैसे हमने देख लिया, यू कैन पिक इट अप. Think back carefully to the all good things that happening during the day and find the best thing that happened that you are grateful for. Then say magic word, thank you for the best thing that happened. Return to the magic rock, it's placed by your bed, and that's it. So तीन चीजें हमें पूरे दिन में जो भी कुछ हुआ है, जैसे अच्छी चीज, उसमें से ढूंढ के हमें वो चीज याद करनी है, उसके लिए हमें ग्रेटफुल होना है, और फिर वो रिटर्न द रॉक बिसाइड योर बैक. When you look for the best thing that happened during the day, you will search through the many good things that happened, and its process of searching and then declining on the best one, you are actually thinking of many things you are grateful for. You will also be ensuring that you go to sleep, wake up in the gratitude each day. The Count Your Blessing and Magic Rock practice will ensure that you begin and end your days in state of gratitude. In fact, they are so powerful that together they would change your life in a few months. But this book is designed to change your life really fast through an abundance of magical practice, because gratitude is magnetic and attracts more things to be gratitude for. The concentration of gratitude over 28 days will intensify the magnetic force of your gratitude. When you have the strong magnetic force of gratitude, like a magic, you automatically magnetize everything you want and you need to you. तो हमें जो चाहिए वो हमें मिल सकता है, पर जैसे अभी सैंडविच जैसा कि सुबह हमें 10 ग्रेटिट्यूड लिखना है और रात को सोने से पहले हमें 3 चीज को सोचना है कि मेरे पूरे दिन में क्या हुआ है. नॉर्मली व्हाट वी डूइंग, लाइक बिफोर गो टू बेड, जब रात को सोते हैं ना, हमारी हैबिट होती है, ओ कल ये करना है, वो आज दिन में इसने मुझे ये बोला, हम ऑलवेज नेगेटिव सोच के सो जाते हैं. तो जब मॉर्निंग व्हेन यू वेक अप, you have lots of stress, you are not feeling well, but morning and before go to bed, if you do gratitude, another morning you are fresh with the gratitude energy. Okay, now exercise magic reminder. Be sure to read tomorrow magical practice sometimes today, or need to collect your sum for next day का हमें भी उसके same date को हमें पढ़ना है. Okay. Magic practice number 2, the magic rock. Repeat step 1, 2, 3 magic practice. Number 1, count your blessing. Make a list of 10 blessings. Write why you are grateful. Read it, your list, and at the end of each blessing, say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel a gratitude for the blessing you can. Find a magic rock and put it by your beside. Before going to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in your hand and think of the best thing that happened to you. Say the magic word, thank you, for the best thing that happened today. Repeat the magic rock practice every night for the 26 days. Read tomorrow's magical practice today. तो डे 3 का भी आज ही हमें पढ़ लेना है. हम वो सब प्रैक्टिस में वहां पे पोस्ट करेंगे. ओके, हाँ बता दे एक बार फिर से.
This is your power fist at night. So your night will be strong and the day will be even stronger.
Okay, so now day 3, Tina gonna explain you.
Thank you, Geetaben. So now we are going to read about day 3, which will be your Friday, February 3rd, right? So day 3, magical relationship. Imagine if you were the only person on earth, you would have no desire to do anything. What would you be? Uh, what would be the point in creating paintings if no one could see it? What would be the point in composing music if no one to hear it? What would be the point in inventing anything if there was no one to use it? There would be no reason to move from one place to another, because wherever you went would be the same as where you were. No one would be there. There would be no pleasure or joy in your life, right? So our relationships plays very important part in our life, right? When your relationship are good with your closed ones, then you are much happier, and you live a peaceful and joyful life, right? So you know so in this practice, the author is saying that words are very powerful. So when you complain about any person, you actually harm your life. If your life, it is your life that will suffer. By the law of attraction, whether you think or say about another person, you bring it to you. This is a very reason why the greatest minds and the teachers of the world have told us to be grateful. They knew that for you to receive more in your life, for your life to magically increase, you have to be grateful for others just as they are. What if every person close to you said, "I love you just the way you are"? How would you feel, right? When somebody compliments you and says good things about you, how do you feel, right? If someone says that you're perfect, you're smart, you're awesome, when someone says positive word about you, how do you feel? So today in this chapter, what author is saying that spend some time. After you spend some time thinking about what you are grateful for about the person, so pick 3 close relationship that's close to you, right? um, put their photographs in front of you, and with pen and notebook or on your computer, choose the 5 things that you're most grateful for. Look at the photograph of the person as you make a list of 5 things. Begin each sentence with magic word "thank you." Address the person by their name and then write what you're grateful for. So here author is saying you can write it this way: thank you for the person, their name, and for what, right? For example, thank you, John, for always making me laugh, or thank you, Mom, for supporting me through college, right? So when you're finished your list for all 3 people, continue with the magical practice by taking the photographs with you today and putting them in a place where you see them often. Whenever you look at the photographs today, thank the person by saying the magic word "thank you" and the person's name. Thank you, Harley, right? If you're moving around a lot, carry your photographs with in your bag or pocket. And we are very, very lucky that you can carry the photo in your cell phone screen, right? You don't even need to print. Just put those 3 pictures on your phone cover, uh, whoever you're selecting. So now you know how to use gratitude's magical power to transform your relationship into magical relationship. Although it is not part of the requirement of the book, you may want to take this amazing practice and use it every day if necessary to make every relationship you have magnificent. You can use it on the same relationship as many times as you want. The more you can be grateful for good things in your relationship, the faster every relationship in your life will miraculously change, right? So basically what author is trying to say, that find, when you appreciate the people who are, very close to your heart, or people who you work with, right? Imagine if, you're working in a toxic environment, how would you feel, right? If somebody is saying things that you do not like, how do you feel? So let's change it from our end. So from today, wherever we go, we can take this practice with us, right? Whoever we see, find that good qualities in them. So for me personally, I have taken 3 people in my life who are close to my heart: my husband, my son, and my daughter, right? So I will explain shortly what about one relationship. So I've written it for my husband. So thank you, Paresh, for being the best life partner that I can imagine. Thank you for giving me best of everything in the life. Thank you, Paresh, for being supportive husband, being a very kind father, and being very good son. Thank you, Paresh, for teaching me how to be a good, good person, how to take care of your parents. Thank you, Paresh, for always supporting me in my job, in my career, and letting me do whatever I want to, right? So he always puts a priority, into kids, into me. He balances everything, and I'm really grateful for that. And, thank you, Paresh, for giving beautiful life to our children, a good dharma, a good knowledge. So I'm really, really grateful for you. So this is what I wrote about my husband, and this is the way I will write about my kids. The 3 relationship I have picked. So when you practice that day, you need to pick 3 people, and in a day, keep their pictures on your phone or your refrigerator or wherever you see it in the day. And every time you see that picture, just bring that word, like say thank you for this, right? So when you do that practice, you will see that you will change the way you see them, but slowly you will see they will also start feeling more gratitude about you, right? And your relationship will magically improve. So it is a very simple practice, but very powerful one. And here I end and hand in back to Dhruvi. So she'll do our closing speech. Thank you, everyone. Oh, you're on mute, Dhruvi.
Thank you for joining, everyone. And we want to say that if you have any questions, please feel free to, take this time to ask us. And it's a simple practice. Try not to make it very complicated. Break down your gratitude sentence into simple sentences, small things, and that's where the power lies. Okay.